Welcome back in. Well, if you've had issues with your landlord and you aren't sure what to do about it or how to go about getting help, the City of Toledo has an upcoming event you may want to attend. Colina Ali is here with the City of Toledo to tell us about Tenant Tuesday. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much.
So this is something you do on a quarterly basis, right?
Yes, we do. We started it last year as a pilot, actually back in October, and we had such an overwhelming response to it, and we recognized that there was an overwhelming need that we started doing it on a quarterly basis. So we have one coming up next week, which is on a Tuesday because it's
Tenant Tuesday.
Right.
You can remember it.
Yes, you won't forget it. And kind of, that alliteration type of thing going on.
Yeah.
We thought that was kind of a cool name to go with it. So yes, it is next week, and then we have another one in October 22nd. So
mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars, please do so.
Okay, so what happens at Tenant Tuesday?
So people think it's kind of like going to a workshop or sitting in the audience. No, this is private, one-on-one meeting with an attorney. We have reserved a number of conference rooms at the main library, and there are attorneys stationed to each of those conference rooms. And it's like going to the doctor's office. We'll call you back and say, hey, Amanda, you know, you're next and you are in conference room such and such. And you'll go back there and you'll explain to the attorney your needs in the situation, show documentation, perhaps your lease or whatever else is going on. And they kind of walk you through what you can do, the best approach to handle the situation that you're encountering.
Wow, so an actual one-on-one discussion with an attorney. That's huge for people, because it does seem, and we get calls, you know, here to the newsroom with people who are struggling with landlords or things or that, and you know, it does seem like there's a need here in our community.
It is a great need. And what's so great about Tenant Tuesday is, here's it, it's free.
Well, hello.
F-R-E-E, free. So, and you're right, there is a big need, and oftentimes there's not a lot of attorneys that specialize in that space right there, the rental space. So these are attorneys that have a lot of experience in it. They know how to navigate. They're often in the housing court, so they know what's going on and know what's the best approach. Not only do they know Toledo local laws, but they understand the Ohio Revised Code when it comes to letting an apartment. So we have people with experience.
Wow. So what kinds of problems are you seeing a lot from people in the city?
The number one situation we hear over and over again is housing conditions. My landlord isn't taking care of their property, you know, correctly. They're not fixing something. It's been, my roof has been leaking and it's coming in my bedroom, or it's damaging my property. It's flooding in the basement. Unfortunately, my toilet isn't working, and sometimes they don't respond as quickly as needed or at all. And so this is an opportunity. You can meet with an attorney and they can say, okay, you may want to do this. We'll file paperwork, we'll do this. Maybe you'll use rent escrow. So there's some tools that they'll have available, and they can guide the individual through that situation. So number one is going to be housing conditions. But shortly after that, a lot of eviction ceilings. Unfortunately, people have evictions on their record, and depending on how far back it goes and et cetera, they may be able to have their eviction sealed so that it's no longer showing. And the attorneys can help them navigate. We'll have paperwork, we have paralegals, we have everything that you need right there. Every document you need is right there at Tenant Tuesday.
Wow, to help them find and secure a place to stay.
No, we don't help anybody find a place to stay, because these are just attorneys.
In terms of the eviction?
Yes, in terms of the eviction. It gets it off the record, so the landlord won't be able to see it, and it gives them a better opportunity to find some place. So it's very challenging right now to find housing, particularly affordable housing. And so having an eviction on your record just makes it all the, much more hard. So
wow. Yeah. So people, now registration is closed for this upcoming session, but you are taking walk-ins, and as you said, you have one in October as well. So just really be thinking about this. You mentioned bring paperwork, so if someone wants to come, what should they bring with them? Their lease, probably?
Absolutely, their lease. If there's any documentation, such as letters back and forth to the landlord, if you have text messages to your landlord, bring your phone, because oftentimes that can also be used in court too. So any written documentation, any addendums, anything that your landlord might have given you, you might want to have that. Or even if there's a utility related, such as water, because sometimes people get evicted because they haven't paid their water. Bring your water bill too, so that they can take a look at it and help you navigate. Because otherwise it's like, well, what's in your lease? Because not all leases are the same. So
right, okay. So a really beneficial program that you could take advantage of. This is happening again on Tuesday Tenant Tuesday, next Tuesday, the 23rd, 12 to 3 at Main Library downtown. And as mentioned, walk-ins, can try to get a spot there. If not, wait for that October time slot too.
Yeah, we have a wait list already.
Okay.
From the registration, but sometimes people don't show, so sometimes we can slide somebody in.
You never know.
You never know.
You never
exactly.
know. And if you're dealing with a situation, you want to get it taken care of. An attorney can be expensive, so we understand that free part
Yes,
is
free.
really beneficial.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.